Hello everybody, welcome to my first model airport review, or I should say model airport update. Now, for this first episode, this will obviously be a longer one, but yeah, so just a few things to note. This obviously is not complete. As you can see, there's a huge empty space over there. I'm expanding over there, and I actually have teeth can be disconnected, so yeah. But basically, right here, aircraft that look like they have ZAL on the side are my mainline airline called Zachary Airlines, and it's fake obviously. But aircraft that look more like this, like tinier text without the big ZAL on the side, does mean it's Zachary Aerolink, the regional subsidiary. So obviously that -8 is Link, the DC-9 is normal mainstream. Welcome to the first update, or airport update, I should say, for Martin International Airport. So let's get started, not at the executive, but actually at the terminal over there. So move over. Anyways, so this is ICE 555 to Reflect, and since it's obviously morning, this would be the morning operation. So ICE 556 is the later in the day operation. It's a 737 MAX. Anyways, so let's go ahead and actually move over to this one, which is Air Canada 1805 on an Airbus A220-300. It's heading out to Calgary. Yeah. I'm gonna adjust my settings real quick. There we go. Now that is ZAL flight 804 out to, let's check my list here, to Nuuk, Greenland. So yeah, pretty cool. We have ZAL flight 505 heading out to London Heathrow. And next we have this Zachary Aerolink flight 9945 heading out to Raleigh, Durham. This is actually just a short hop flight, because they're transferring the aircraft over to Raleigh, Durham, so it could start its operations there. Now that's ZAL flight 6. Is ZAL flight 1682 actually from Calgary. Then we have that Airbus A220-300 over there. Actually got a damaged horizontal stabilizer, and obviously it's being towed over to this stand because that's really the only open place right now, and it's gonna get its horizontal and engines fixed. That's a DC-9-10 heading out to hold on, let me check my list here. It's heading out to Fort Worth, Texas. We have that ATR 42. It's Zachary Aerolink flight 604 heading up to Duluth. Then we have that ATR 72 heading out to both of these ATRs are getting loaded, and the ATR 72 is heading out to, check the list again, Chicago O'Hare. So yeah, pretty interesting. For this -8 Q400 is heading out to, hold on, check, Detroit. Then we have this MAX 727 MAX 100 years livery with the gold on it. Here, let me get a closer look at it. Pushing back to San Francisco. Then we have this Cessna Caravan over here for FedEx, just about ready to head up to MSP. So yeah, pretty interesting. Now right there is the newest addition to ZAL's fleet, the Airbus A321 XLR. Actually just doing a quick hop over here before it obviously heads out to London, and it actually just got cleaned, so it's the newest arrival. it's ZAL flight 99405. That's its arrival flight. But it may be replacing the 76. Who knows? But we might just keep both operations. But yeah. And then obviously the last flight for passenger, well, at least at the gates, I should say, is ZAL flight 206 heading out to JFK, John F. Kennedy International. Alright, now let's move over here where there's a BAE Zachary Aerolink BAE 146, or actually Avro RJ, because we use the RJs instead. This thing is heading up to Duluth. But now let's move over to the cargo stands. So that is UPS 5X45, 5X4545, heading to Louisville, Kentucky. Well, and that MD-11 registration November 110 Zulu Charlie has been here since the MD-11 grounding, and it was the last ZALC MD-11 to land. Its call sign was ZX4562. And it's actually pretty sad it's here, but you know, we're lucky to have one here. And then there's Prime Air. It's basically just Prime Air flight 16, and it's heading out to DFW. Pretty interesting, but yeah. So, I mean, that's really the entire airport update. Besides one part, executive. So, here is the DC-950 that you guys may have seen in the opening scene. But basically, this DC-950 is a charter, so ZAL flight 9845, heading out to Toronto, bringing some higher-ups to go talk to Air Canada's higher-ups for ZAL, because we might have an incoming Air Canada ZAL partnership. Who knows? Next, we have this V-22. It's kind of just been here. It came from a carrier. So yeah, pretty cool. It did a ton of like hops, landing at different airports, but it's now staying here for a bit. Then we have that FedEx Caravan. It's FDX 1402. It's actually currently getting loaded. Because really we didn't have the room currently to park it at its normal gate, but yeah. Then we have Martin Aviation College, their Cessna Citation. So yeah, that's the entire airport update. I hope you guys actually enjoyed, and if you're still watching, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps out. It helps out a lot, and I want to get to 400 subs by February 1st of this year. So yeah, Happy New Year's, and I'd like to thank y'all so much for watching. So I'll see y'all next time. So goodbye.